person is actively shooting at someone else who could get harmed by their actions, there is no reason to discharge your firearm. The only reason that Department of Public Safety has firearms is to protect the public. So if he wasn't actively harming the public or potentially harming the public, there was no reason to shoot.
But again, the point is, what I was being told is that he did pose a threat.
It doesn't matter what you're being told. You're a master sergeant. If you want to be put up to that standard, the standard is for you to use common sense. So just because someone says shoot them doesn't mean you're going to shoot them.
So you're saying not to listen to higher-ups then?
No, I'm saying not to shoot someone if someone tells you to shoot them. I'm telling you to use common sense and know that if he's not being a threat, not to shoot at him.
Get confirmation before you just open fire on me. Confirm I'm the suspect somehow.
Cleaver, I'd prefer if you stop talking in this, please.
Okay.
I was being...
This situation... Hey, Davis. So, let's just say that was some random Joe Blow standing on the side of the road, and some cop you've never seen... is their higher up tells you, hey, go shoot this guy because he robbed a bank. Or he just shot 3 cops. Are you going to be able to confirm that just because he said so?
I'm going to trust the word of my higher up.
You never trust.
So you're gonna discharge on that civilian.
If that's what a higher up tells me to do, then yeah. He's saying that he...
Sorry,
what he's saying...
Unacceptable behavior.
That
is unacceptable.
No, listen.
Behavior.
Listen. What he is saying is that higher up is saying that guy poses a threat.
Huh?
Yes, I understand that, but if you are using your own eyes to see what that suspect is doing, and he is not currently posing a threat, there is no reason for you to shoot. This is not a shoot-on-site server. Therefore, just because someone said, hey, this person did such and such and such, doesn't mean you're going to take action on it immediately. And you know this, Davis. You've been a cop in both communities that we've came from multiple times, and you should know our policies by now. You would have gotten mad if that was you as the civilian and he shot you.
No, I would not.
You turn around and do the same exact thing.
I would not get mad. If
no, you would.
No, listen.
You absolutely wouldn't. You would have made a report about it.
All right, you know what? Maybe you're right. Okay, maybe I would have been mad in the moment. Once I heard the details that he was being told, for example, Cleaver. If I was a civilian and our roles were reversed, so Cleaver's the officer, okay? He shoots at me. In my opinion, I don't pose a threat. From my information, from what I actually did myself, I don't pose a threat. I'd be pissed. I would make a report. Then I would get the information of, well, he was being told by, other people on the radio that I did pose a threat and he was attempting to disable my vehicle. That's different. Then I understand. Then I don't care.
And if that report was still being made, if you filed that report before you found out the minor little details that you're saying that you're finding about now, if you made that report prior, that officer would have still been in trouble for it because of their actions that they take. So because of that, because there was a report filed, and because you were that officer who took those actions, regardless whether or not you found out about the details before or after, you're still going to be charged with whatever that is. In real life, you would have just been charged for potential manslaughter. If you had killed him or another person or harmed another person, you would have been charged with whatever happened.
I have seen... I'm going to give you... if you want to talk about IRL...
No, yeah. If you want to talk about IRL, I've seen plenty of situations where they have shot at people because they were a harm or they potentially had harmed someone. But those are all incidences where the suspect was already shooting at people, was continuing to shoot at people while traveling down the roadway, and an officer perched up way before them, and as they were driving past, knowing that they could potentially harm someone on their side of the road or another person on the other side of the road, they took shots.
Boom!
To disable that vehicle.
There you go.
And that was perfectly justified. And listen, that was perfectly justified because that person put other people in danger because of the actions they were taking. If you're saying that this suspect was just doing his own thing, driving away from you, there was no reason to open fire on him without you having those details.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what you just said, was that the suspect was driving away from you, and you decided to shoot to try and shoot to disable his vehicle. That is unjustified.
Because now you're missing the detail here.
Because other people said that he was a threat.
Yes.
That is unjustified.
Now listen though.
No.
So you're saying that all those IRL incidences are unjustified by that officer stamp? No, hold on. I'm pissed. Give me a second, please. So, Kilo, you're saying that all those officers were unjustified. Now, here's why. Let me explain this to you.
I just
No,
said
no,
there
no,
was
no, no, no. Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you. You are, in a sense, saying that because of this reason. If you look at it, at the way that I'm looking at it right now, in my standpoint, I had heard over the radio that this suspect posed a threat to the safety of the public around himself. I shot at his vehicle in an attempt to disable it. Okay?
Can I
now
ask you a question, baby?
No, hold on. Yeah, afterwards, yes. So, IRL, this case specifically that I'm thinking of in my head, and based off, even the case that you're thinking of, that officer perched up before the suspect came along, okay, and attempted to disable that vehicle using fire from his patrol firearm, whatever, okay, and based off of he did that based off of the radio traffic that he heard, because you said before the suspect passed.
So my question, real quick, is
Hold on.
what
No, I'm
information were you
gonna
given?
go ahead and respond to that. Okay, so you said that you heard over the radio, or those officers heard over the radio, that they posed a threat to the public.
I specifically
That's
heard.
not true. If that person perched up and was waiting for that suspect to drive by, they already knew that that suspect was causing potential harm to the public and driving erratically and potentially putting other people's lives in danger. You did not know for sure at that point in time that that suspect was currently or potentially harming any person in the way. You did not know that information, did you?
Actually,
Just it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question. Did you know for sure that that suspect was either shooting or had been shooting at a suspect when you saw him?
at the time that I
When you
was
saw him, when you opened fire. When you opened fire, did you see him either shoot at someone or potentially go to aim his gun at someone? Yes or no?
at the time, based off of the information that I was provided.
No,
No,
I'm not
listen.
saying based off the
Hold on,
information.
hold on.
I'm saying, did he? No. Because you had your turn to speak, so now I'm speaking.
Okay.
You have to answer this question. It's a yes or no question. There's no at the time. There's no any of that. Did you see him shoot anyone or potentially go to harm any single person when you decided it was a good idea to open fire on him?
Okay.
Yes or no?
As he was actively passing, I did not see him.
Davis, that's not
Listen,
what I'm
no,
asking.
listen. I'm answering your
That is not what
question.
I'm asking you.
Stop interrupting
No,
me.
you are not.
Stop interrupting me. I'm
We're
answering
not
your
about to have this
question.
discussion. You are not answering my question. If you were answering my question, you would have said yes or no when I asked you the question. Did you see him shoot at any person or potentially stick a gun out of his window and aim at any single person when you decided it was a good idea to shoot at him?
If
Yes
you
or no?
if you listen, you'll hear your definitive
Yes
answer.
or no, Davis? Yes or no?
All right, I'm done. If you're gonna keep interrupting me, I'm done.